Hey there, I'm David. I spend a lot of time on the road doing video editing and photo editing, but I also spend a lot of time working here in my downstairs when I'm not at my office. So what I picked up was the KYY X90D. Now I also have an X90A, which is this one right here. This one has smaller 14-inch displays. Now I use the X90A a lot if I just want a really lightweight travel solution to give me 2 extra monitors, but I use the X90D whenever I'm doing anything like video editing or Photoshop work or anything like that. So what you're getting here is 2 15.6-inch displays. Both of them are full HD displays. They're all controlled right now from this Mac, and I only have to use one cable for power and one cable to connect to the displays. Now, if you have a laptop that doesn't have a lot of power coming out of it, you can use the secondary little charger that they give you that's enough juice to power the display, and then you plug in your laptop. But most laptops these days are powerful enough to drive a 3-screen setup like this. It's incredibly easy to set up and use. I'm going to show you the X90A to show you how easy it is to set it up. It's the same idea. So basically the stand itself is a carry handle, so you can move it around really easily. There's a flexible foot that comes out of the back, and so when you're tilting the screen, that gives it support. And you simply have 2 displays that you can open up. There's a connector here. The one on the bottom is for power. The one on the top is for running from your host machine. So you can use these a couple of different ways. If you're doing something like a presentation and you have people sitting around the table, you can mirror your laptop on these, and you can use these as a display that the people around the table can see, so you don't have to sit like this with your laptop over here and talk to people behind you with the laptop. You can also use this if you want as a standalone portrait display. I don't really recommend this as the best solution for a portrait display because you're paying for the 2 different screens. So if you want just a portrait display, I'd recommend just getting a standalone 14-inch tablet with a stand and running it like that. But the unit folds up easily and can just go with you. On the Mac, you're going to need a piece of software in order to run these displays. That software comes on this included thumb drive, which has both a USB-C and a USB-A connection, so you get the software off of here, and there's a more modern version of the software that's available to download once you've installed it. One of the things I really like about this is that this is the 14-inch MacBook Air, and to get more screen real estate on just the laptop alone, I'd need something like the 16-inch MacBook Pro, which is really, really expensive. So with this display system, I can get that main monitor, a light computer as my base computer, which is still incredibly fast, and then these 2 other monitors to work with. The angle is adjustable, so if I want to sit right over the display and look down at it, I can adjust it like that, and I can also adjust it all the way down to the table. Let's move it back a bit here. The menu is easy to bring up. You just push the menu button and you can bring up things like the brightness, the sharpness, the contrast. There's also these plus and minus buttons on both of the monitors. You can adjust the brightness right from here without having to go into the menu, which is great. The only real downsides to these is that the HD displays are not 4K displays. The monitor on the laptop is a 4K display, so you're not going to get that same level of crispness and sharpness on both of those, but for doing things where it's not your primary display, it is more than enough. And even over here where I have Photoshop going on, it's looking really great. So that's the KYY X90D, and I also use the X90A as well, depending on what kind of work I'm going to go do. It's a great solution. It's much cheaper than buying a laptop with a bigger screen on it, and you can set it up to use it during presentations or when you're doing something like editing, or if you need to, you can set it up as a portrait display as well. So I'm curious to hear why you're interested in these displays. Are you using a laptop and you like to get a little extra screen real estate, or do you travel for work, or do you need something else? Do you want to play a game on one? You want to do some video editing on another? What is it you're hoping to do with a double screen display connected to your laptop? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you have any questions about these monitors, I will be happy to answer them. Just leave your comments below. You'll find a link to buy both the X90A and the X90D in the description below as well. For Dave Tries This, I'm David Schloss, and as always, thanks so much for giving this a try.